Hey guys, my name is the Salty Rat. I am your local favorite space pirate and commander of the Never Ever. And today, we're actually going to be talking about something that I give a damn about. This is RuneScape. RuneScape 3, the third one, that a lot of people don't play. And I think that's a shame. I think Jagex put a lot of work into RuneScape 3 at one point in time. But it really doesn't get as nearly as much attention as, like, old school RuneScape and such. I would love to like old school RuneScape, but I did my time. I played back when the game was all paper cutouts. But something big is happening, right? They are voting to remove Treasure Hunter and different MTX on RuneScape. And I think it's very important that if you give a damn about RuneScape, if you have an account, a Jagex account, stuff like that, they're trying to get rid of Treasure Hunter keys, MTX, all those, the quote-unquote pay-to-win aspects that you saw out of RuneScape 3 that I think a lot of players were turned off by. Going forward, right, congratulations, we hit the 100k mark, but I've already put in my poll. I've already cast my vote because I do not want to see it. I like my skins, I like being a dragon, I like being a bird and such like that, but this is big. They're getting rid of a core thing that has been happening around RuneScape for basically ages. The article goes on to explain that this is the future of RuneScape. They want to go ahead and get rid of it. They want to go ahead and see whether or not this was a mistake. This has been a huge dividing point of RuneScape 3 for a bit, because it did feel like, if I'm gonna be real, I even used MTX, but I'd get those daily keys and stuff like that because I had the membership at that time, right? And I felt like it killed a lot of the early game because I'd go ahead and use like a handful of cool little like magic lamps and be like, bam, I've bypassed like entire tiers of the grind. So like, seeing the change that they're trying to put out really actually makes me want to play RuneScape more. And I'm a big fan of the normal RuneScape. Right? Vote yes, get rid of it, if you want to get rid of it. They've already reached the 100k, so as of November 12th, we get to see what that looks like as far as the future. The future of RuneScape is kind of this huge thing. Right? And obviously, I give a damn. I give a damn about this stuff. It's going to get rid of, if you go ahead and take a look at the article, they explain the entire thing here, the Treasure Hunter poll. It's going to explain that they're trying to get rid of MTX, right, in its entirety, right? They're going to be getting rid of 225 direct XP and skilly items, right? Which will get rid of the pay-to-win aspect of RuneScape 3. And I'm going to be real. I've supported Jagex since I've got 3 accounts on Jagex. 2 of them are banned because of some stupid nonsense. Evidently somebody cheated, or maybe they thought I was just farming potatoes in a bot because I was in middle school and I had absolutely no time. So I got my main accounts, my 2 main accounts banned. The current one is currently not banned, and I do want to continue to kind of push through. But RuneScape 3, I think, was the actual huge part of like the change for RuneScape. I was excited when we went from paper cutouts to like the old school RuneScape that you see today, which is the big popular one. The 3D models and the little hairdos and all that. But then, RuneScape 3 came out, and it included like music that you hear in the background right now, with like, instead of using the full Medivh soundtrack, they use actual instrumentals, right? Which I think still holds a lot of the same charm. That's still nostalgia factor, the big rose-colored glasses that I had for the original games. But then they have voice acting. It screws me up to know that there's voice acting in RuneScape. So I'm hoping with the removal of MTX, there'll be a little bit more attention to the new RuneScape. And I'm not even like a huge... I wish I could be a little bit more into the original RuneScape, where it's a little bit more, like, built for that. God, I'm rambling right now. Anyway, that's the news. That's what I know about. That's what I'm excited about. We've done it, boys. they got rid of MTX, or they're going to be getting rid of MTX, and hopefully that makes the game a little bit more balanced and fair for people who actually want to do it. Who knows? Maybe this is the new RuneScape. Maybe this is how it's going to be. And I'll be happy to see, and I'll be happy to support Jagex for whatever happens after this. They certainly aren't the huge evil conglomerate that they used to be. Or, at least they're not Blizzard gamers.